Greetings from Snake Mountain Boat Works on Tuesday, February 25, 2025. Here's an update after a hiatus as my wife and I were out of the country for a couple of weeks. And while we were gone, as you can see, Rick has made incredible progress. The last time you saw her, she was just frames and the battens had been put on, and now we are at the point where we have a complete true 5200 bottom on our 1954 17-foot Century Resorter. I'll hand it over to Rick and he can bring us up to date from where we were to where we are.
Okay, on the last video, we were cutting out the battens. They weren't put on permanently yet, but we were getting them in place. So they've all been 5200 down and put into place. And then after that, I pre-fit all the plywood pieces, which it's 3 pieces, one there, one in the middle, and one in the front on each side.
Yeah.
And they all had to be cut in and fit in before we could actually put them down permanently. Then we laid down some 5200 over the battens and the frames, wherever they were exposed, laid the plywood down, which was a tedious job because this doesn't look like much here, but there's quite a bend. It took a lot. We had to use a lot of washers to suck it down in and hold it. And then at that point, we laid the plywood, or the planking down. And as you can see, it needs to be sanded, filled.
All right, so we, just to bring us up to date, the plywood was 4mm Okoume marine plywood, and the planks were 7/16 Meranti mahogany, correct, Rick?
Yeah, a little bit less than 7/16 because of the height of the keel.
Right.
And as you can see, I still got to put the stem in before we can sand it.
Right.
And then be going around starting to line sand it, and everything will have to be sanded in. This will be sanded right down flush here on this end, and then it starts beveling down.
Yeah.
As you come around, and then you can see the concave that it'll be, and then eventually it'll lay out flat, almost flat, and it all does have quite a radius through the whole boat.
So we replaced the chine.
Yeah, chine planks, chine rail, everything.
Everything has been replaced.
Yeah.
And it appears to be pretty hard, Rick.
Yeah, you're not gonna
Yeah, this is a resorter whose bottom will not flex, period. This boat should be probably 20-30% faster than it was with the old single skin bottom that was on it.
Yeah, she's gonna fly. That's for sure. I'm at the point now where I'm getting ready to put the transom plate in. But as you can see, you got a toothpick it.
Yep.
And everything. So once that dries, I'll cut them out, put the new
The cross batten.
Yeah, battens in. And that'll fit back in there like that, but it'll be brand new. And then this is a new transom plank, which has already been CPES'd on the inside, as you can see.
Right.
And then once that's on, then I'll trim all these pieces even, because these will overhang the transom plate.
Right.
And as you can see right here, well, it's hard to see now, but with the other plank on, these get cut flush, and then the transom plate goes over the top of that.
That's right.
So everything's sealed.
And then we still have to remove all of the hull side planks,
Battens.
put all new battens in, and then new planking on the hull sides.
Yeah, we were lucky on most of the frames, on the upright frames. I think they were all right. They seem to be. I had to replace. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, you can. I had to replace some pieces on these frames here and sister them up. There was 2 of them, one here and one here.
Right.
Other than that, and then of course, remember we added an extra frame where they just had the batten.
That's right. The Centuries, for some reason, just omitted this frame entirely, and we simply had battens going across, and we had some kind of hokey stiffener back there that was actually floating. It wasn't attached to anything other than the planking itself.
Yeah, and it didn't even go the whole distance. It was kind of short. It came down in like about here. So, but with a new frame, that's going to make that nose of that boat
that much stiffer.
That much stiffer, and it's going to be solid. Of course, we put in a new gripe and everything, so this is going to be one strong boat.
The stem, the gripe, the knee, all of that's been replaced. We were able to save 90%, 95% of the keel. And
yeah, we just had that, I think, 16-inch piece in the back.
In the back, that had to be replaced. It was bad. So we've got her straight and true and solid on the bottom. We'll keep working on the bottom. We now face, as Rick just pointed out, sanding it all, and then we will start with a 3M premium marine filler to fill all of these countersinks. Everything will be sanded absolutely flat. You'll hit it with the CPES before we...
Yeah, usually 3-4 coats. It depends on how it soaks in.
Yeah. So she's come a long way in the last couple of weeks, and we'll keep you up to date as Rick finishes her bottom and starts working on the hull sides. Once we get that all done, we'll be able to flip her back over. Of course, we'll put the bottom paint and everything on before we flip her back. So that's our update on Tuesday, February 25, 2025, on our 1954 17-foot Century Resorter. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now from Snake Mountain Boat Works.